Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. It's your girl Valerie. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island, Season 8, Episode 46. Um, hmm, I don't even know where to start. Anyway, this episode, so there is the couplings, and then there is the four new sort of bombshells that have entered the villa. I will talk about the bombshells, but I'll start off with the couples and we'll see how we go. Gemma and Luca, we barely see Gemma and Luca have conversations. I don't know why. I don't think in the last 40, 45, 46 episodes they've even had a conversation that's lasted more than half an hour. If you combine all those hours, it seems all the time it's sort of one word answers, or they're just in the background, or they're involved in somebody else's conversation. And so the new bombshells came in. Natalia did ask them that, because they were sitting around the fire pit, and she sort of, they were asking questions, truth or dare. And Luca asked for truth, and they were asked that, do you guys ever have banter, or is your relationship very serious? And that sort of made me question whether the producers gave these people questions to ask when they enter the villa. Because it is true, though, you rarely see them have banter, unlike other couples. You rarely see them sort of have just lighthearted conversations. So I don't know. I've always said this, and I'm going to continue to say that I don't understand that relationship. I think that's a relationship that's going to end, as I said yesterday, at the most within 2 years' time. Look, I know when they were playing the Kiss, Mary or Pie, he said, hopefully he'll be able to give Gemma a proper ring once they left the villa. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe it's just me, but I don't see that happening. And then, yeah, we didn't see them too much actually. We didn't really see them because I think the episode was more focused on the bombshells and the people that they wanted to take out on dates and the conversations they were having. And then Tash and Andrew are now boyfriend and girlfriend. We really saw them as well. I know yesterday they were discussing where they would plan, or planning, hopefully planning on moving to, because one is from East and one is from West London. And so Tash, though, I found it very exciting when the girls came back. Her excitement when Danica said she had kissed one of the new guys. And I was just taken aback that, did Tash like this guy or something? Because she didn't even sort of appear to have any conversations with anyone. I think because they understood she's says their boyfriend and girlfriend, and I think the new guys wanted to respect that. And then one thing I will say though that I've noticed, this is not the first time that I've noticed it. I think I've noticed it every time someone new has come in. When the initial coupling happened at the start of the season, everyone was fine. When Davide came, they were welcoming. When ekin-su and Nafia came, they were welcoming. When Jay and Riz came, they were welcome. Even though when Jay came in and ekin-su, they said they were not there for friendships. And then slowly over time, they haven't been as welcoming as they were before. There's sort of this tension, this sort of high school sort of game that they play. It was mainly evident when they came back from Casa Amor, and it was understandable that the girls had been with their guys, but still, it wasn't acceptable for that to happen because it felt more like, I don't know what word to use, but in high school, when you sort of separate yourself from other people and sort of treat them as less than or inferior to you. And I saw the same thing happen with the new girls. I didn't like the girls' attitudes. Really, I didn't like it. None of them is in a relationship that's committed enough for you to say you're going to alienate someone because they're taking your man. They're all still dating. Even Andrew um, and Tasha, they're still dating at the moment. There's no justification for someone to be that rude. And I know everybody says Paige is very nice. She's the number one culprit. She's the number one culprit in my eyes. I didn't like the way she treated Danica after the boys saved her, and I didn't like her attitude once they came back from Kasamo. And this time, I really didn't like it. She's only known Adam for a week, and yet she's suddenly is very hostile to the new girls because she's saying that they like Adam, and it's like, People say during his season he went through girls like he was going through a pair of these boxes, and suddenly you think, you're it. It could be he's just telling you what you want to hear so that he gets to the end of the show because he knows the audience likes you. They feel sorry for you because of the way you're treated by Jax, and this is why he's sort of hanging on to you. That way you and him can get to the finish line. Anyway, on their part, Paige and sorry, Paige and Adam. Adam did say he didn't believe in saying, he was in an exclusive relationship, but he could see himself with Paige once they left the villa. Hmm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. When Jax was there, Paige made it seem as though that was it. She was not willing to turn her head or look at anybody else. Jax, when he left, he promised her that he'd be waiting for her at the airport. And suddenly, a day later, she had moved on. She's now with Adam. And I don't know what's going to happen at the airport then, because Jax might still be waiting for her because that was their promise when he left. So I we did see that conversation, and for me, it's sort of like, I don't know. I don't buy it. I think Adam is just looking for a way to get to the finish line. That's just me. I might be wrong, but hey, that's that's it. India and Dami, India and Dami, they were getting on great, but then in the previous episode, India called Dami Deji, and Dami she told Deji not to make Dami not to make a big deal about it because then it would be bigger than it was. And apparently, while they were in bed, she called him Deji again. And so this for me made me reflect back to when they played the game of the kiss pie Mary, because I remember when she went to kiss Deji, Deji asked her, is this a good idea? I think because maybe he knows that he was thinking that Debbie might not like, him giving India giving him attention. And so after that incident in bed, when she called him Deji, the girl encouraged her to make Demi breakfast. While she was making breakfast, Deji asked her, to cook his eggs for him as well. I didn't see anything wrong with it. But then look, Dami went and complained to Luca and company to say, she's making me breakfast and now they just asked her to make eggs for her. And that takes away, the fact that it's special because she's now making eggs for both of us. And it's just like, please don't. There's more to life than that. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. She's making eggs. She's already by the stove. So what? It's not like she's going to sit down and feed him. After all, when she made the food, she got Demi. She sat down with Demi while he ate. I don't know. I don't know why he's making a big deal about nothing. And then David and Ekin-su, David and Ekin-su are still playing cat and mouse. Cat and mouse. I Here's my opinion about that situation. David and Ekin-su have realized they are popular as a couple. And I think Ekin-Su, when she came in, wanting playing sort of this mean girl character and realized that it wasn't popular with the fans, then titrated and sort of shifted and maneuvered until she found a character that she knew the audience would like. And now she's this meek, woman who, loves Davide, who does everything, who's honest, who's faithful, who's committed to Davide. And so I don't buy what she's selling. I'm sorry, I don't buy what she's selling. Um, Reese did ask her to go on a date with him, and she sort of went on the date, but told him that, I'm not open to anything else. I'm committed to Davide, and that's the person I want to be with at the moment. Which to me, I think Reese, the producers, must have asked him to ask Ekensu on a date. I don't know why he asked Ekensu on a date. Of all the girls in the villa, I don't know why. And then Davide, on his part, said he was still open, although things were going great because Natalia asked him, is your door closed? And he went, no, my door is still open, but it's just things are going great with Ekansu. And then Danica and Deji, Danica and Deji, obviously they're not in coupling in any couples, and so any new person coming into the villa, I would always recommend that go after Danica and Deji because your chances of being recoupled with them are better than going after someone in a relationship, which is I've always said before. So uh, I don't think Danica is interested in Reese because there was a time when Dami and Deji encouraged Reese to go and have a chat with Danica. I don't think Danica is going to because the way she spoke to him, you could tell she was friend zoning him already. She's not that into him. She's not interested. And she said um, she was more interested in Jamie. And Jamie, on his part, he came and he beelined for Danica, which was smart on his part and also not smart because he came, did a beeline for Danica and told her, you're the one person that I'm attracted to. I didn't quite hear what the qualities that he said he was looking for in a woman that Danica ticked the boxes for. They did kiss, and Danica said it was a good kiss. I think Danica at times puts people off because she's one of those very communicative people, and because she's very open, and I think those people that are not sort of. I think because she knows what she wants and she goes after what she wants and is not afraid to articulate what she wants, someone who's sort of disorganized might be scared of that. And I think this is why you find most of the guys sort of suddenly shut down as soon as she starts asking questions because she's asking questions so that sees whether you meet her criteria, and they then think, oh my gosh, she's interrogating me, and they sort of shut down. So I hope she learns to just maybe bite her tongue, count to 10 from time to time, and is not just always trying to overtalk the person she's on a date with. And then um, Lacey chose to go. So they did go on a date. Sorry, the four new bombshells were given the opportunity to go on a date. Lacey went with Deji, Jamie went with Danica, Natalia chose Adam, and Reese chose ekin-su, which I've already spoken about. And then Lacey, I think, was smart. Lacey decided to go for Deji because she knew Deji was single, and I was surprised that Deji was open to that. I think he's just thought half a loaf is better than nothing. She said she likes Deji because Deji makes her laugh. And when she was given the opportunity to choose who she wanted to go on a date with, she called Deji, and Deji was like, "Nah," sort of mocking her. And then you could see Danica was sort of poking him to say, "Don't do that, don't do that." I think because she thought he was serious. And so I think this is one of the qualities that Lacey said she likes about Deji in the sense that he does make her laugh. So we'll see how they go. And then Natalia chose Adam. I think Adam likes Natalia because initially he didn't shut her out. He only shut her out when he came. Well, he still hasn't shut her out. He spoke to Paige and sort of reassured Paige and said, my head is not going to turn. But I think in the real world, he would have turned for Natalia if today Paige suddenly went home and Natalia was left in the villa. I wouldn't be surprised if he moved on to Natalia. So I don't buy whatever he's selling. I think Natalia, hmm, it's sad that everybody's coupled up. And I think what she needs to do is, if the guys are not forthcoming, she needs to wait until after the recoupling. And then after recoupling, she can always couple with whoever's single and see how they go. She might end up needing to couple with Reese. And then um, that's everyone. I was a bit surprised though. The producers made them play Truth or Dare and damage the one they made suggested, which I don't think is a good idea given the fact that people are saying he always likes to encourage people to get up to no good. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. See you next time. Bye.